What's up, guys? I am back with another tier list. I'm doing another Master Duel tier list for April 2022, and I've already gotten it started off a little bit so we don't have this video take forever. So I'm just going to quickly run down what I have and what tier and why. So in S tier, I have Drytron. I think that this deck is just ridiculously oppressive if it goes first. The ability to have like almost infinite negates because of things like Eva and Ben 10. This deck just puts up better negate boards and better break my board board than most of the other decks below it. However, we do have Emancipator directly below it, and I'm going to go out and say it right now. I was definitely wrong. I didn't play against enough people in Plat who were running this. This deck can set up crazy turn 1 boards. If it's going second, sometimes it can play out of your crazy turn 1 board. I do feel like it kind of has a difficult matchup against Eldritch, mainly because of skill drain and other floodgates. But I do feel like Emancipator definitely deserves to be at the top of A tier. I'd say tied with Eldritch just because Eldritch can outplay it in the grind game, and Eldritch does have a bunch of resiliency as a deck. And me being wrong again, take 2, we have Dragon Maids. Dragon Maids, based on who's piloting them, I think has a really good high skill ceiling. And I feel like the deck can do some crazy things and definitely put big bodies on the board. There are definitely bad Dragon Maid players out there that are easy to beat, but anyone skilled playing the deck, I feel like Dragon Maid has a lot of potential and deserves to be in the A tier, right next to Dragon Link, which I don't see a lot of representation for it, and that's why I kind of put it like right below or tied with Dragon Maid. It's just because I don't see people playing Dragon Link a lot, even in Plat, so the representation is just not really there. Next, we have Rockets. We put them in B tier. I don't know why we put them at the top of B tier. That can go way down here, and that can go right. No, let's put him right there. So at the top of B tier, I'm going to put dinosaurs. I don't think dinosaurs are A tier or S tier by any stretch, but dinosaurs can make a good turn 1 break my board with Scrap Dino. Somebody in the comments of the last tier list video brought that to my attention, and I actually recently played against it. I still beat it, but I do feel like the deck can make really good boards and has just a ton of representation at the moment. I've been seeing a lot of dinos in Plat. Don't know why, but I have been. Next we have Burning Abyss, Phantom Knight variants. Actually, you know, Phantom Knights I am going to put above dinos. Dinos were this close, but nah, you're going to be bumped down in B tier just once. But Burning Abyss variants like PK Fire and just Burning Abyss, Phantom Knights, Phantom Knight variants in general, that kind of shenanigans, I feel like it deserves to be the top of B. And the deck, just the floating alone gives the deck like a lot of grind game and resiliency. And then after dinosaurs, we have Rongo Bongo. Rongo Bongo Turbo, still alive and well. Rongo Bongo is a good card. Making your opponent not able to summon cards, having a 5,000 attack monster that's unaffected by other cards. Both very good things. This card's actually pretty easy to bring out, and Gospel Shadow makes it even easier to bring out and even better. So I feel like it deserves to be in B. I do feel like it falls short of A because if something like Drytron or Emancipator went first, you're just not going to be able to get the monsters out that you need to make Rongo. It's not going to happen. Next we have Despia, which is a new addition. Despia is a pure deck. I feel like has some crazy combos and can go really well. The reason it's in B is because we haven't seen it enough. It just got released onto Master Duel yesterday. at least at the time of recording this video. And I feel like Despia just too new to really tell. I have played it a little bit. I do have pure Despia built, and I feel like it's very fun and it can beat some of the things in A tier, but maybe I'm just not a good pilot, or maybe we don't have enough information yet. I haven't really seen that I should put Despia higher or lower yet. Towards the end of April, this will probably age poorly. Next we have Cyverse, Code Talker, all that is an archetype. I feel like that actually should be lower than Cyber Dragons, so we're going to put Cyber Dragons below Despia. I feel like Cyber Dragons have had more representation, and if you don't know what they do by now, play the game. You'll find out soon. They have negates and big beat 6 go burr. Next we have Cyverse. Cyverse with Code Talker, Access Code Talker, all that goodness. If it establishes a board, it can be pretty hard to break. Then we have True Draco, and then we have D2Ds. D2D I feel like deserves a spot there because if it has a really good player behind it, that can just do crazy, insane things. There's so many combos that can do. And then we have Rockets, and then moving down onto C tier, I'm putting Invoked. I think Invoked is great as an engine, not so much as a deck just by itself. And Invoked Dogmatica, lots of fun, pretty good, but I don't feel like Invoked by itself is really a deck right now. I do feel like Invoked Despia and Invoked Fallen Valbaz is going to be like awesome, and I can't wait to try that out. But Invoked by itself, not so much. Then we have ABC. Buster Dragon is at 1. Still a good card, but it's at 1. It doesn't have a lot of representation. It can go to C tier. Altergeist, Multi-Faker's at 1. Best card in the deck, not a lot of representation, C tier. Dogmatica, I'm actually going to put it next to Invoked because Dogmatica has the same problem. Not really the best deck by itself in Master Duel currently, not a ton of representation, but it's a great engine. Next we have Weather. At least I think that's Weather. That also could be Windwitch, but I'm just going to say it's Weather for the sake of this argument. Weather, we're going to put Weather in C tier because Weather and True Draco can do pretty well together, and Weather can be annoying, and I feel like it's better than the stuff in Poo Poo. Next we have Danger. Danger has crazy combos. Sometimes if Danger player is running something like Dark World, if you activate Max C, they will deck you out. They will special summon enough to deck you out. It has happened to me. There's a video of it happening to me on this channel. Other than that, I feel like it's just not enough to really be in B tier. It's a decent deck, but it's just not as good as the things in B tier above it, as I believe. Next we have Chainburn. Not a lot of representation, kind of easy to out. It can be in C tier. And then we have Pure Chaos builds, C tier. Gravekeepers, C tier. I feel like the deck can do a fair amount of things, and if they go first and they Royal Tribute you, it's going to suck if you need monsters. Next we have Endemion. Endemion, if they get the counter set up, they can do nutty things. They can have a ton of negates, a ton of banishes, and untargetable cards. The deck is good, but I feel like everything that is B and above is just better than it. And we have Toad. Toad is still at 1 in Master Duel, I believe, and even if it's not, I just don't really see Paleo doing anything super significant, but given the right setup, it can do a lot. Then we have Meme tier. These are decks that I feel like aren't really meta. I feel like they are rogue. Pretty much everything, and like the meme tier is going to be more rogue than Invoked. Let's just say Invoked as our measuring stick. So we're starting with Blue Eyes. Blue Eyes is good. I've not seen a single Blue Eyes deck in Plat after I made my last tier list video. Not one. In Gold, they're probably great. They're probably doing stuff. Anything else past that, not so much. Same reasoning behind Dark Magician, and then same reasoning behind the Uriah, Rabiel, Haman decks. So like they can do stuff. They can put big beat sticks on board, but they're not that good. And I feel like hand traps can disrupt a lot of their searchers. Pretty much same thing with Buster Blader, Cubics, Exodia, because Exodia is too easily outed from hand traps, Grenaders, Ancient Gear, Fright Furs. I know I just pissed off some people there, but Fright Furs. The poo-poo tier, decks that are bad. Even stuff in the meme tier will probably clobber most of these. Black Rose Dragon as an archetype with Rose Warrior and all that, poo-poo. Nurseburn, too inconsistent. If this was the XYZ Festival, I would say it's great, but it's not. So, poo-poo. Chronomaly, poo-poo. Doll Deck, poo-poo. Abyss Actors, poo-poo. Winged Dragon of Ra, Turbo, Egyptian God Turbo, all that. That's bad. So is Appliancers. So is, geez, what were those even called? Earthbound Immortals. I had to think back to 5Ds for a second. Evil Swarm, Demise King, Element Savers, Rescue Rabbit Dinosaurs, Lagian Dolka, Ancient Warriors. I've never lost to this deck in any rank that I've played it in. I don't see why people play that and how they get to plat with it. It's poo-poo. Artifact, because Scythelock's not really a thing in Master Duel. Dark World, because Dark Worlds on their own as an engine are pretty much too easy to out if you play any sort of like back row or hand traps. Evil Eye, simply because I've never seen the deck ever, and if anyone has good replays of this deck happening in Master Duel, please send them to sirlargegaming@gmail.com. I would love to be proven wrong because I think this archetype is cool. Pure Dino Wrestlers, poo-poo. Now we're going to move over to some of our other archetypes. Pure Naturia, poo-poo. We already ranked Dragon Maids. Thunder. Thunder can be in B tier. I feel like Thunder is generally better than everything in C. I feel like Thunder being able to have a huge monster that makes you not able to add stuff to your hand except by drawing it is really good. I feel like the banish effects are really good. And you can even run Fairy Tale Snow to banish more things because Snow is legal in Master Duel. So yeah, I'm gonna put Thunder in B. If you think I'm wrong, tell me why. FA, poo-poo. Already put Gravekeepers up there. Grand Manchu. This deck can do weird, fun stuff, and this deck has a lot of variants. You know what? There's even the Infinite Life Gain variant for this. I'm gonna put that in B. And I'm going to put it like next to Thunder Dragons. They're bros. Geez, what is this? UA? Poo-poo. Pure Paleo. We already did that. Orchest. I still think this deck is bad. I see where it can do things. I see why it's better than the stuff in the poo-poo tier. But it's going in C. And it's going at the bottom of C. Because a lot of this card's decks are at 1. I haven't really lost to this deck very much at all in the ladder, and I barely see it. There's not a lot of representation, so C. Infernity, poo-poo. Nightmare, like pure Nightmare Link, poo-poo. Cosmos. Oh boy, I love me some Cosmos, and they can do some fun stuff, and Kaiser Coliseum is in this game. You know what? People are going to be mad at me if I put Cosmos higher than Orchest, but I'm doing it. I feel like they can go there and be in between Dogmatica and Invoked. True Draco. Didn't I already rank you? Didn't I? No, I didn't. Okay. Well, True Draco, you can go right up here in B tier. Feel like this deck is decent, and against certain matchups, like it loves the Subterra matchup, even though Subterra is probably going to put in C. Favorite deck, played all the time. Main rank deck I use, still probably going in C. But Draco Slayers, yeah, they can go be. There's fun stuff you can do with them, and if they get the right floodgates, they can do a lot. Plus, keep in mind, skill drain is still in the game. Herald. I mean, I already put Drytron up there, but I'll put both their monsters up there because Herald might as well be Herald of Drytron at this point. Lights Horns, love the deck. I gotta put it in Poo Poo, and that hurts my soul. Ghost Tricks, Poo Poo. Gladiator Beast. I haven't seen it all in representation, so Poo Poo. Same thing with Harpies. Actually, no, that's not true. I have seen a couple Harpy decks, and they have been okay. You know what? Harpies can have a little slobby. They can go mean, meme. Heretic. I don't know why I put them on there. Poo Poo. Fire Fist. Poo Poo. Infinitrack. Infinitrack and Earth Machine Toolbox. Like the Earth Machine, like Link Ladder Climbing Toolbox. Not like trains or anything, like Earth Machines. Like with the Infinitracks and some of the Machina cards. The Earth Machine Toolbox, I'm actually seeing a good amount of representation of now. I wasn't seeing much last season. I am this time. I think I can go with Rocket Link. I think the deck is actually pretty good, and with new stuff it's going to get in the future, I think it's just going to get better. Gem Knights. The Gem Knight FTK is still possible, I believe, but very hard. I'm going to put Gem Knights at the bottom of C tier for now, dangling off C tier. I might move them lower. Madolche, C tier. The deck can be annoying to deal with at times, but it's not like super broken or anything. Magical Musket, C tier. I feel like it is legitimately better than every deck that I put in the Poo Poo tier. I feel like the Activate from Hand ability is just pretty decent, even for a deck that's not that good. Oh look, there's the Earth Machine guy that I was talking about earlier. I have a lot of doubles in my pictures here. Pure Kaiju. C tier. I feel like if someone were to run Pure Kaiju simply for the fact that they can remove people's boss monsters, and that Gamma Seal is like a negate for every card that went to the graveyard divided by 3, basically, with how its counters work, I feel like it can be in C tier. It can have a little salami. Heroes. Heroes as a whole. I'm going to put Heroes in B tier. I'm going to put them ahead of True Draco. Oh, I did already rank True Draco. They're right here. Yeah, they can both be right there. I feel like Heroes are better than Cybers as well. I feel like Cyber Dragons are actually better than Heroes, and that's just because I feel like Heroes, if they draw kind of bricky or you have the outs with hand traps, they can really not make as big of a board as they should. But Cyber Dragon, if you negate like their starter, the one that adds a machine to hand that can't be special summoned, that Drytrons use as well, I feel like if their starter is negated, the fact that they can just use it again basically by discarding a card, or the fact that there are a lot of variants for the deck, and the deck has a lot of different outs and things that can run, I feel like Cyber Dragons just have a one-up on Heroes. Mayakashi variants. Don't see a lot of representation. Mayakashi Bone Tower FTK is not that big of a problem because you can stop it by stopping their searchers. I am going to put it actually one up from Grand Manju under Thunder. I'm going to put it there because I feel like this deck is underrepresented and it actually can be really decent when it goes off. Monarchs. Monarchs can do stuff. They're just not going to do much stuff in the meta. I don't see representation a lot, but I do run into it, and it can be scary getting locked out of your extra deck, unless you're playing a deck that doesn't need the extra deck, in which case you'll probably be fine. Monarchs can be C. Fossils are a meme. They're also poo-poo, but they're a meme. Crawlers. This is my favorite deck to play in the real game for the TCG because I don't really care if I win or lose in the TCG very much, but it's so much fun. It's so much fun to troll with crawlers. The fact that they all float and there's a ton of variants you can build of it. Unfortunately, pains me. They're poo-poo. Deck's bad. Oh, Melfi. Meme. Strong meme. Super Heavy Samurai. Meme. Definitely a meme. Oh, Pendulum Magicians. C tier. Deck is fun. Pendulum Summoning kind of took a major hit after losing its 2 individual zones and having to special summon from the extra deck to Link zones or the extra monster zone. I just feel like Pendulum Summoning doesn't really do it anymore. It can do stuff, but not that much. We already went over Phantom Knights and all that. Salomon Great. You can go C tier right next to Pendulums, and we'll move you both up here right under Orcus. I think that Salad is greater than Pendulums in its current form. Ojamas. If you thought this would go anywhere else other than the main tier, you were sorely mistaken. Even if it was actually the best deck in the format, you cannot look at that purple dude and just be like, you're not a meme. This is the embodiment of a meme. If I was making a meme archetype list, this would be like SS tier. Mech Lords. Meme. I think some people play it just because they like being annoying. Guy the Fierce Nice Shenanigans. Poo poo. Gadgets. Gadgets is an archetype, like red gadget, green gadget, blue gadget. Well, blue gadget's geared to G and X, but whatever. Just gadgets as their own archetype. I feel like they're poo poo. Cardians. Poo poo. Ally of Justice. Poo poo. Although you can use DNA surgery with them, which is fun. Aliens. Poo poo. Wind Witch as an archetype. Right now, poo poo. Even with the synchro stuff that dropped on Master Duel. Goki. Poo poo. The deck isn't going to do stuff anymore. Raid Raptor. It's hard to know if I want to put it in C or meme. I'm going to put it in meme. I do feel like if it was Raid Raptor Tri Brigade, it could be in C or maybe even B. But just Raid Raptor by itself, meme. Skull Servant. Oh, there's a meme tier for you, buddy. If it's a grass variant, Skull Servant can be fun. And that would probably actually be in C. Subterrors, my favorite deck, unfortunately, is going to be in C tier. I don't even get the mirror match that much, which is funny. Like, I barely ever see anyone else playing it. I do feel like the deck is definitely good and definitely overlooked. I feel like it should be at the top of C tier. And I have easily beaten all the decks below it in C tier with Subterrors on multiple occasions. If you want my list for it, check out my Subterror video. Speedroids by themselves, poo poo. Pull for it by themselves, poo poo. Frames by themselves, like poo poo. Gamma as a hand trap, absolutely. Gamma's awesome, but Frames as themselves, poo poo. Oh, this is Weather, which means that was the Charmer sister. So Weather can go up and see Charmers. Charmers don't even get a meme, they get a poo poo. We already covered like Pendulums and Odd Vortex and all that. Sprians, is that Sprians? I know this is Sky Striker. Sky Striker is going to go in B tier. And it's going to go, it's actually going to go above Cyber Dragons. Sky Striker as a deck and as an engine can accomplish a lot, and I feel like the deck is very underrated and undervalued. Laval. Poo-poo. Tenyi. Tenyi as a deck, not super great. Tenyi as an engine, pretty good. I'm going to put Tenyi dangling off of B. I've actually done really well in Plat with the Tenyi variant, and I think it deserves B. Spiral. I still have not seen this deck in Master Duel, and I feel like with a lot of their cards hit, they're not very good. Spiral can have the poo-poo tier. TGs by themselves. Poo-poo. Super Quantum. Super Quantum. You can go at the top of the poo-poo tier. Oh yeah. Gradle. Poo-poo. Gradle Kaiju is fun though, but still poo-poo. Jurak. Jurak by itself as an archetype. Poo-poo. Zodiac variants. I'm gonna put actually below sub tiers in the C tier. Zodiac Tri is good, but I just don't really think it's overpowered enough to be in the B tier, and I don't really ever lose to it with sub tiers. So Fairy Tail deck, Fairy Tail Snow, Banish Shenanigans. The Banish Shenanigans, it can get the meme. Traptrix. Congratulations, Traptrix. You are up there with sub tiers and the queen of C tier, but below the Zodiacs. Toons. Toons are a pretty strong meme, actually. Toons can be the fourth in the meme. Morphtronics. Well, Morphtronics just won a case tournament recently. It was very interesting. That was in TCG, but all the cards are available in Master Duel. I checked. I don't see it represented a ton. There are crazy combos this can do. It can do double Quasar and stuff like that. They can be up there in the meme tier. I don't feel like they're quite good enough for C, but they can be in the meme tier. Lots and lots of trains. Definitely better than Weather. And you know, I'd even say better than Altergeist. They can be sandwiched between Altergeist and ABC. Magic Specters. Love this deck. Love it. Built a copy of it. Played it. Tons of gold for fun. It's poo poo, unfortunately. You should check my deck list out for it though. My deck list for it is pretty good. It makes the deck very fun, but overall poo poo. Six Samurai goes in the doo-doo pile. Tri-Brigade. So Tri-Brigade, like as a whole, and a deck like built around the Tri-Engine, I feel like Tri-Brigade is better than most stuff in B. I feel like Tri-Brigade deserves to be up in A. Can actually be up ahead of Rockets. Actually, you know what? It can be third after Golden Lord. I feel like it is better than Dragon Maid. Karibo. Poop. Mutant. Mutant can go up to C. The deck is pretty decent. I can't remember offhand what a lot of their effects do. I've just played against before and been like, man, this is actually not that terrible. No, let's put my... Yeah, let's put my underpens. Subject to change. D Heroes. D Heroes are getting their boss monster soon. Minus the boss monster that they're getting with the Phoenix Enforcer dude. I think they can go on meme. At least if you like GX. Virtual World. I've seen representation for the Shrinking. It's still a good deck. I feel like it kind of ties with Dragon Maid. I do see it more than Dragon Maid, so I am going to put it fourth. True King, fun card. Even without True King, it can still do a lot. Shadow variants. B. Despia Shadow is actually really awesome. World Chalice. Poop. We already covered Pendrags. I'm just put that. The Pendulum Dragon stuff. We already covered that. We already covered that. Some more. Yeah, some more poo poo. We already covered Paleo. We already covered my Akashi. Synchro Zombies like Shiranui. Shiranui is decent enough to be in C tier. Phantasm Spiral can be in C tier. Gurgia. No, that's a poo-poo. Guiding Ariadne, like counter trap fairy deck with all the counter traps in it. Poo-poo. What else do we want to rank here? Prediction Princess, poo-poo. Pure Predaplant, poo-poo. Predaplant can do a lot of stuff, but the pure variant, not too much. So Inzectors, I actually got my first seasonal plat with Inzectors, and I've actually been able to beat a lot of the decks in the A and S tier with it. However, the deck being very inconsistent is its own worst enemy. I do feel like I can come in fourth in the C tier. I don't think I'll ever see much representation for it, but the deck can do just a lot. Necros, poo-poo. Pure Windup, poo-poo. Pure Dark World, poo-poo. Danger Dark World, probably closer to upper C or low B. Dynamis by themselves, poo-poo. Kokimeru, poo-poo. Performapal, Performamage, poo-poo. Mech Knights, pure Mech Knight. You know what? You can go meme. I feel like Mech Knights are meme. Metal Foes, pure Metal Foes, poop. Already covered Ancient Gears. Hazy Flame, poop. I think the rest are just jank archetypes as well. Yeah, Photons. Can be. You know what? I feel like Photons are meme-ish. They can be meme. Already covered that. Pure Murmles. Poo poo. Pure Sylvans. Poo poo. Pure Gusto. Poo poo. Hands like Fire and Ice Hand. Poop. Battle Wasp. Poop. Lunalight variant. Like the Lunalight Invoked variant. That's actually not super terrible. Not Invoked. Sorry, not the Lunalight Tri-Gauge. Yeah. That's about right. Is there anything else on here I want to put? Witchcrafters, please stop playing this deck. It's just annoying. It's not good. Poo-poo. We already put Endemion, Magical Beast, Zeus Turbo isn't really its own thing too much. We already covered Heroes. Oh yeah, the Cyberstein FTK deck going around that uses Ignites. Meme for sure. Definitely a meme. We already covered Pure Zombies. Yeah, I think we are done here, you guys. Oh wait, Megalith. Pure Megalith. You don't see. Alright guys, I think we are done with this. Let me know if you hated my list, if you loved my list, or all the ways you disagree with me or agree with me down below. And I will see you guys in the next video for more Master Duel content. Bye-bye.